Good afternoon, YouTube family. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. Today's video is going to be cooking. It's going to be about cooking. I'm going to show you how I prepare, one way how I prepare our spaghetti, and also deviled eggs, and I fry some okra. Our friend Susan and Daryl last year gave us some okra out of their garden, and it was in the freezer. So I fried some okra. Also, I had a package come in today, so it is my Gourmet Suckers. I told y'all I was going to show y'all my Gourmet Suckers a couple months ago, and I didn't do it. So I thought I would show you that. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I hope you enjoy it. This is the dewberries, and I'm going to be making jelly tomorrow. So I'm cooking down the dewberries right now. And this is going to be deviled eggs. I put my dewberries down on 4. I'm going to slowly let it cook for a couple of hours. This is ground meat that we harvested from a deer that Leon harvested, actually. And it has little fat in it, but it's so delicious. I'm going to cut up an onion. Put it in the ground meat. I'm browning the ground meat. I'm going to brown the onion. So I'm going to add a little olive oil because the ground meat doesn't have very much oil in it. You just stir that on up in there. Get it all brown. It smells so good already. I'm going to go into the kitchen pantry and get me some tomatoey product. Here I grabbed some sliced stewed tomatoes, 1 can of Rotel hot, and a small can of tomato sauce. Creole seasoning. We love some Creole seasoning. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon. And then some garlic powder. I really don't measure the garlic powder, but if I had to guess, it was about a tablespoon. Here is some all self-rising flour. I put about 2 tablespoons in there. Sorry guys. I'm not a very good voiceover type person. But I stir that in there to cook the flour. This is going to make the sauce a little thicker. I add olive oil again. Leon came in the kitchen so he can start the water for the bowl for the spaghetti. So here I'm adding the sliced tomatoes. Give that a good stir. The tomato sauce, the Rotel, yummy, yummy. I'm going into the seasoning cabinet to grab some spaghetti seasoning, and this stuff right here is delicious. We get it from the co-op. So I'm adding a small can of hot water. I've already put the spaghetti seasoning in there, about 3 tablespoons I did. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and I'm going to stir it all in there. It smells so good. Checking on the dewberries. They're cooking just fine. They smell good. It's 1:24, so they've been cooking since, I think, after 12. I'm going to put these in the ice box and make my jam tomorrow, and I will make a video on that. Another half of can of hot water to the spaghetti, and that's all the water I'm going to add. So I'm going to let it cook for about 35 minutes. Let all those seasonings come together. Oh yes, I forgot. We cannot forget our herbs. These are the herbs that we grew. This is some little bit of cilantro, parsley, rosemary, and some Italian herbs. Of course, you can never have enough, so as you cook, when you cook with your herbs, they tend to lose a little bit of its flavor. I'm going to add some pepper. And some salt. About a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. Stir that in. I let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to put the lid on it, and like I said, let it cook for about 35 minutes. Yummy, yummy. This is some okra that our friends Daryl and Susan gave us last year out of their garden, and I've been having it frozen in the deep freeze, so I'm just going to cut them up. I'm going to be frying these. It's going to be so good. This is our chicken bucket, so I'm going to give the leftover pieces to the chickens. So I'm just showing you how I'm cutting up the okra. And about that size. Right there. They're so pretty. I'm going to put them in this little round bowl. And I'm going to add some cornmeal to them. Salt and pepper first, of course. I'm using my salt and pepper shaker because it's the seasoning is a little bit more tense. And this right here is some Cajun seasoning. You can add any type of seasoning that you would like. A little olive oil. This is the cornmeal. I'm just going to sprinkle some cornmeal. I don't really measure. Just enough to coat all of the okra. Give it a good stir. Good shake. I'm putting my spaghetti in there to cook. I'm heating up some peanut oil to fry the okra, so that's what I'm doing now. Put a little olive oil in the spaghetti so it doesn't stick together, or you can put some butter in there. So I'm checking the grease to make sure it's hot. There I go, put a handful of okra in there. It's starting to sizzle. And now I'm going to start on the deviled egg. So what you do is you just crack your egg. And I'm going to give the chickens the eggshells. So that's the chicken bucket. So here I am checking the okra to make sure it's browning, and it's browning very fine. It's almost done actually. And it's done. So I'm just going to put it on, I have a couple paper towels there on a glass container, a glass dish. So there we go. So pretty. It tastes very yummy. I already tasted it. I'm about to go in there and let Leon taste it. I put another batch in there to fry. And that, look at that. Honey's resting today. Want to taste the okra, love?
Honey's resting today. I've been working on
Oh, he did all the trim. I'm going to take y'all. What you think, love? It's okay? Okay. Enough seasoning?
A bit more.
A little more seasoning. So now I'm just draining the pasta, the spaghetti. Running some cold water into it. You know, it makes it a little harder. It'll stiffen it up a little bit. And then I'm letting it sit in a little cold water. I'm back to making the deviled eggs. You cut the egg in half. You put the yolk in a bowl. You take the egg, you cut just a little bit of the bottom off straight across so the egg will sit up in your container. Just like that. slice the bottom off to where it'll sit flat. So I'm going to show you one more time, I believe. There we go. Rinse the egg off, make sure it doesn't have any shells on it. Cut it in half. Take the yolk out, slice off the bottom, and set it on your tray. That's for the chickens. Okay, now you add a little bit of mustard and a little bit of mayonnaise or whatever you want to add to your deviled egg. You can add pickles, relish, just about anything. Leon doesn't like all that. He just likes a little salt, a little pepper. And I always top it off with a little paprika. So after you do that, you mix it all up. Like this, you just mix it all up. There you go, mix it, mix it. Then you start filling your little half eggs. You just take some of the dip and you just start putting it inside of the eggs. That's the right terminology, right there. I'm gonna make a plate, and they're gonna put some spaghetti on there. And some Alright. So we have the spaghetti, the deviled eggs, the buttered bread, and then of course the fried okra. And then Leon has his tea. So Leon's gonna eat. He has been up. I'm gonna show you what he did this morning. Alright, let me show you what Leon did this morning. He got up early this morning. I was sitting out here this morning drinking my coffee, listening to the birds. So he did all of the trim and it looks wonderful. I'm going to paint the door white. And these little black marks that was on the side of the house, he painted those. Tree limb fell one time during a storm and kind of cracked the siding, but he went ahead and painted that. So it looks absolutely wonderful. Alright, so let me show you what I'm doing on the porch this morning. I'm not going to finish it until tomorrow because we have church tonight. Say hey to Maya real quick. Hi, baby. Okay, she's eating something. Oh, she's chewing on her. Hi, baby. Hi. So, y'all, she really is enjoying her friends. She's got one there and the other one there from Cracker Barrel. Hey, love. Mama. Here's all my sunroom plants. I started the Thanksgiving cactus some more. There's the Thanksgiving cactus. This is an ivy that I planted, but it only had 2 leaves. This is my ivy that has been growing forever. I don't know if you can see it. And I have a plant down there. And then there's the 3-tier thing my mom gave me. So we have a lot of the white paint left. So I'm redoing this swing, giving it a fresh coat of paint. So that's what I did earlier before I started cooking. And I will finish it tomorrow because Leon and I have to get ready to go to church. But something came in the mail. I promised y'all I would show y'all a couple months ago. And I forgot. But this came in the mail, and I order these. It's my favorite sucker, and I order it about every 4 months, right? About every 4 months, I guess. So let me show you my Gourmet Suckers that I absolutely love. I eat them mostly at night if I'm in the bed and I can't sleep. So hold on. Okay. My camera is just on the table. So let me open them up. So they sell these. It's original gourmet lollipops. They sell them in the store. They used to sell the small ones in the store, and I don't think they do anymore, but they do sell the large ones, and then I'm going to put them in. So here is the suckers. They are delicious. They have cream. This is one of my favorites. Favorite of mine. Love these bubble gums. All bubble gum. So I ordered all bubble gum, and I did not know. I guess I did not read the fine print, but they're the large ones, which is fine. Normally, this is the ones you'll see in the store, okay? And this is the small, which is fine. So there's actually 30 of these. 30. This is the large, and this is the small. So this is the difference between them. All right, here are the suckers. So I got 30 of the large bubble gums and 100 of the smalls. I put them in categories into which ones I like. So Leon figured it up. I paid $33 and something for them all, and he figured it up, and it's like 25 cents per sucker. I go to, and I'll eat 1 or 2 a night. And then the wild cherry, okay, if I don't have any of those. This is my sister's favorite, orange creamsicle. It's not my favorite, but I will eat them. I will eat these sometimes, but this is usually what's left over in my pile. This is the container I usually keep them in. As you can tell, the watermelon, my least favorites are the ones that are left over. And I also keep, beside my bed, I put them in here. So as you can tell, the least of my favorites is the only ones left. So I needed some.
Are you my big baby? Are you one of the big babies? You see Mama?
Hey,
you see the camera? Are you?
Okay, you guys. I hope Leon had to take his glasses off. Honey, you look good with your glasses on or with your glasses off. We are about to go to church, and we just want to thank you for watching our video.
Y'all have a blessed and safe afternoon.
We love you guys, and until next time, we will see you on the next video.
God
Bye,
bless.
guys.
How you doing, John?
How you doing, friend? Hey, Miss Sylvia. Let me pause it. Hey, good. How you doing? Doing good. Say hey.
Good.
Yeah, he just let me.
I'm thankful for that. We got a lot we need to be praying about. We'll be taking the prayer requests up at the end of the service. But so much sickness going around. Privilege and an honor to be in God's house on an easy night.